in Shavasana, so laying down with your head at the top of your mat, just finding corpse pose. So let your feet fall open, arms at your sides, palms facing up. Let's take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the day. Let it go. And another inhale through the nose. Exhale. Feel the weight of the body resting on the earth. Inhale through the nose. This time, gentle pause at the top. Just noticing as the air enters the nose. Exhale, let it out. Draw your awareness to the space between the brows, our third eye. And closing our other two eyes, just begin to tune into your body, tune into the space of your intuition, of your Sixth Auric Field. This is the focus and theme of our practice this week, thinking about this area of our intuition and our insight. Our practice is to think about a situation that we are looking for a resolution to, or something that we're manifesting, looking towards, and bringing that to mind, what that would look like, completely resolved, as perfect as it could be in the future. So see if you can bring that image to mind in that space. Whatever the first thing that comes to you, some situation or goal that you're looking towards, picturing that resolution, picturing that scenario. As we work with this energetic space, we are envisioning a deep purple color, a violet color, kind of infusing the space. And the energy of the Sixth Auric Field in this visualization is to look at our future, and we'll be drawing a bridge from the present moment where we're grounded here in the earth. We're being held here in this present moment, and we're looking at this future resolution or situation. And imagining this violet light creating a bridge from this moment into the future. Envisioning our first step. What's the first step of action that we would take to get from this point to there? And holding that as an intention through our practice today. Every step we take is one step in the direction of growth, of progress, of change. We're just looking at this first step, keeping that in mind. We'll begin our practice with a banana asana. So from where you are now in Shavasana, cross your left ankle over your right, and maybe shift the shoulders a little over to the top right corner of your mat. And bring the arms bent overhead in kind of a cactus shape. Just opening up the left side body. So bringing the arms up overhead, bending the elbows, letting them rest on the floor. You can move your blocks out of the way if you need to. Just shovel this here. I'm just breathing into the space in the left side of our body, from our underarm down to our left hip, and our hip down to our ankles, and unwinding, coming back through center, and walking the ankles over to the left side of the mat and crossing the right ankle over the left. And bringing the arms up overhead. And just breathing into that space on the right side body now. Just a little stretch here. And release the arms down to the side. Uncross the ankles and walk the feet in, bending the knees and bringing the knees in towards the chest. And maybe grabbing on to your shins and just giving a little squeeze here. Maybe a gentle rock side to side. And interlacing the fingers under the right knee, release the left, and let that leg come out long. Reaching the left heel towards the back of the room and flexing the toes towards the face. Then pointing the toes and flexing them. Just moving through these, pointing and flexing, stretching our leg. Maybe making some circles with our ankle. Just kind of rolling our toes in a circle. One way and then the other. Pointing and flexing. And flexing the toes towards the face, keeping the legs straight. Slowly on the inhale, draw the foot up as if you were going to be walking on the ceiling. And bend the knee. Give them a little squeeze in towards the chest. And shift to the other side, interlacing the fingers underneath the left knee and extending the right leg out. Really reaching the right heel towards the back of the room, flexing the toes towards the face, and then pointing them towards the back of the room, and flexing back towards the face. Moving through these as you wish. Just really kind of warming up our ankles here, giving them a little movement. Little circles, getting that fluid in our joints moving. And then flexing and pointing the toes a couple more times. And flexing the toes towards the face. Inhale, drawing the right leg up, sole of the right foot towards the ceiling, flexing those toes back. And draw the right knee in, releasing. And in whatever way is intuitive to you, either rolling to one side or maybe rocking up to come to a seated position. We'll bring our legs together in Sukhasana here, just finding a nice tall spine. Maybe shrugging our shoulders up towards our ears and then dropping them down, rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Maybe taking a few shrugs or drawing the shoulders up towards the ears and rolling them back. And then going the other way, just releasing any tension from our day. That rain outside sounds nice. And slowly making those movements a little bigger. Maybe releasing the hands from the knees and maybe making little circles here with our arms. And making them a little bigger. Just slowly moving with our breath here, being intentional. And going the opposite way, so maybe turning our palms towards the back of the room. As if we're kind of like scooping the air from behind us, pulling it upwards. And release, shake it all out. Shake out anything left from your day. Let it all go, flick it away. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just get rid of all that dense energy, and it warms up our little wrists. We'll do some wrist circles. A little thunderstorm happening outside. How nice. Okay. Bring the legs out to a V shape. And we'll bring the arms up on an inhale. And on the exhale, just bring your right arm to your right leg. And we're just stretching into our left side body. Just a little stretch here. Inhale, coming back through center. Bring the legs together. Right shin in front of the left shin, just a little bit. And then just walk the hands out a little, coming up onto your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward. Just allow your head to hang heavy here for a moment. Taking a few breaths. And walk the hands back. And we'll bring our legs out again. Inhaling, drawing the arms up, lengthening the spine. Exhale, reaching the left hand on the left leg. And right arm overhead. Opening up the right side body. Sinking the right hip down towards the earth. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release the arms. Left shin in front of the right this time. And walking the hands out on the fingertips. Exhale, fold forward. Three breaths here. And inhale, walk the hands back. Bring the head up left. And find tabletop. So maybe bringing your blanket to the mat to support your knees, or folding your mat over on the sides, whatever you would like to do. And tabletop with our knees stacked under our hips and our wrists stacked under our shoulders. We're gripping the mat with our fingertips and really pressing into the palms of our hands to take some weight off of our wrists here. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze comes up, opening the chest towards the front of the room. Tailbone rises as we come into cow. Exhale, press into the earth and move into cat. Inhale, drawing the gaze upward, tailbone rises. Exhale, around the spine, coming into cat. Take the time here to move through these with your breath, really connecting our movement with our breath here. So wherever your pace of breath is, maybe thinking about only breathing through our nose here. See how that feels for you. Time to play around with our breath. Seeing if maybe you can create an even inhale and exhale. If you'd like to do some hip circles here and take this into more atypical movements, even maybe like a figure eight, sending the hips back and coming forward and back, forward. Finding movement that feels good to your body today. And come back through tabletop. Big toes together and bring the knees a little bit wider towards the edge of the mat, wherever you'd like them to be. Send the hips back and find child's pose. So just walking the hands out and bringing your body and your forehead towards the earth. Beautiful. 5 breaths here to just rest. Take a restful posture. down, coming back to tabletop. Maybe moving our blanket aside. So we'll move into some standing postures. So from tabletop, tucking our toes and taking our first downward dog. So keeping our hands a little bit forward of our shoulders here, walking them out a little. Tuck the toes, press into the earth with the palms and the fingertips, lifting the knees and shifting the hips up, press back. Keep as much bend in the knees as you need. Tailbone reaching. And gaze comes towards the hands. Take tiny baby steps, walking the toes all the way up to meet the hands. Whatever way works for you to get there. Careful. Yeah, careful. You okay? Okay. Inhale, halfway lift. They're flat back here. We can move our blocks towards the top of our mat. And we can use those to support us in our half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press through the soles of the feet, bringing the arms, circle sweeping upward, all the way to the top, reaching palms together. Exhale, hands at heart center. And find mountain Tadasana. So just bringing our feet hip distance apart, really grounding through the soles of our feet here. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lifting the heart center, palms facing out. Just take a moment here to ground in the present moment, to come back to your intention, to be here. Maybe if it feels safe to you, lifting the toes, really pressing through the heels, the soles of our feet, putting them back down, lifting them again, and placing them back down. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling, circle sweep the arms up. Reaching, exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Use the blocks if you need to. Exhale, fold forward. And plant the hands on the mat and step the feet back, finding a plank pose. Stepping the feet back and then dropping the knees to the mat. Here we go. Then lowering all the way down, bending the elbows, bringing the chest to the mat, coming down to our bellies. Hands move back just behind the shoulders. Inhale, find cobra. Pressing through the hands and looking upward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, one more. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes. Press back to the knees. And find your downward dog in whatever way works for you. So I like to press back, then walk my toes in a little, And then find where I want to be in my downward dog. Bending the knees as much as you need. 3 breaths here. Looking forward towards the hands and walking the feet up slowly. Coming to that halfway lift. Flat back, crown of the head reaching. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up, pressing through the soles of the feet all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. How are we feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready for another? Okay. Find your mountain pose. Roll the shoulders down. Circle sweep the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Nice and slow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back and find your plank. Lowering the knees to the ground. Perfect. Chest to the ground. Chin. Inhaling, finding cobra. Exhale, lower down. Right ear to the mat. Inhale, finding cobra. Pressing all the way up. Gaze comes up. Exhale all the way down. Move the arms out in front and find Sphinx. Let's come to Sphinx. Take a moment here. Just a couple breaths. Opening our hearts to this future resolution, manifestation, situation. Opening our hearts to all the possibilities. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hands come under the shoulders. Tuck the toes, and in whatever way works for you, find your downward dog. Take 3 breaths here, nice and slow. You're doing great. And gaze forward. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Hands on the shins or on your blocks. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, circle sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. And find mountain. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Hands to the shins. Exhale, fold forward all the way. This time, send the right foot back, heel off the mat. You're going to kind of lunge here and pressing through the sole of the left foot. Inhaling, coming all the way up, keeping that left knee bent. Slowly coming up, however you get there. Reaching towards the sky. So our back heel, our right heel is off the mat here in our high crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms down. Opening the heart. Inhale all the way up. And we'll move into warrior two. So opening this up into warrior two, bringing the right foot parallel to the back of the mat. Your left foot stays where it is. Arms out to a T, gaze comes over the left fingertips. Take a couple of breaths here. Press away with that back foot and come into mountain. Okay, make your way to your front of your mat. And inhale, circle sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. This time sending the left foot back. Finding that high crescent lunge on the opposite side. Press through the right foot. Slowly drawing the arms up. Reaching towards the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reaching up. Lengthening. Exhale, find warrior two. Virabhadrasana. Gaze comes over the front fingertips. Take 3 breaths here. And press away with that back foot, coming up to the front of the mat. Finding mountain. Look at that. We're doing good. Okay, we'll find a dangling pose. So inhaling, drawing the arms up. Exhaling, folding forward. And just grabbing each elbow. Maybe walking the feet out a little bit wider here. Knees bent. Just allow your head to hang heavy here. Little gentle rock side to side. And then place your hands on the mat and make your way to the floor, whatever way is intuitive to you. We'll come to our backs. Knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Just a gentle windshield wiper of the knees back and forth. Nice and slow. And coming back through center, bring the left ankle to the right knee. Just think about sending that left knee towards the back of the room, really feeling into the stretch in our hips. And keeping the shape with our legs, lifting our right leg towards our chest and reaching through with our arms and interlacing our fingers behind our right leg. So reaching through the space between our legs, keeping our right knee bent. Yeah, just a few breaths here. And exhale, lower down. And crossing the right ankle over the left knee. Bringing the knees bent. Yeah. Just moving to the other side here. So we can stay here. Or if it feels good to your body, you can draw that left leg in, interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh. Very good. Wherever you can. Yeah. We're practicing a growth mindset. So if we're somewhere and we want to be another place, we'll get there. Takes practice. Exhale, lower the legs down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees bend and let the knees fall open to the sides. You may want to place your blocks underneath your thighs for support. Or you can let gravity just pull your knees towards the earth. Placing your hands on your rib cage and just noticing your breath as we begin to move into our meditation portion, just winding down here. Letting our legs come out long, finding Shavasana. This is where we started our practice today. So coming back into this space of being held by the earth, and let go of any judgments or stories about your practice today. Finding stillness and time to integrate the work that you did. And gratitude for bodies that can move in any way. And bring back to mind that violet bridge, the space that we're in right now in this present moment, and that resolution, that future moment. And picturing that first step onto the bridge. Letting the breath be natural and organic, held and supported here in your journey. Tapping into our insight and our deep wisdom within. See if you can begin to picture any other steps you may take across this violet bridge to your resolution. Picturing them in detail, the things that you would do as if you were doing them right now. Taking your time to explore this journey within your sacred space of your practice today. Our mats are a symbol of our cave, a place of peace, a place of solitude, where we can meditate, we can journey into deeper insights, deeper into our spiritual practice. In the not so modern times of yoga in India, only men were allowed to practice yoga, and they would often leave their families and travel into the Himalayas, into caves, to be in solitude, to practice celibacy, and to be withdrawn from the daily world around them so that they could become more dedicated to their practice of yoga. Our mats are a symbol of these caves, of this space where we can come to be present with our practice, present with ourselves, where the outside world awaits. Here in this space, you can find the answers you seek from within. spend some time here in your cave across the bridge, picturing the resolution in all of its detail. The more we can see what it is we wish to embody or embrace, the easier it is for us to make our way there, to draw it into our reality, for it to come to life. On Monday in our Yin practice, I shared a closing affirmation, and I'd like to share that here as well. As I close my practice, I carry with me the clarity and wisdom gained from cultivating my intuition and insight. I trust that the next action I take resonates with my destiny. And let that settle with you. And when you're ready, make your way to a seated position facing me. Around facing me. You want me to repeat the affirmation? Yeah, okay. So maybe placing our hands over our hearts and closing our eyes. Really let it sink in and resonate with you. As I close my practice, I carry with me the clarity and wisdom gained from cultivating my intuition and insight. I trust that the next action I take resonates with my destiny. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up today, for practicing in whatever way we can, for creating this space for your insight and intuition to look beyond the physical realm, to look to resolution, peace, and harmony. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice of growth, of tuning into our sixth auric field in this subtle body series. It is my greatest wish that you will carry the benefit of this practice with you throughout the rest of your evening, your week, and beyond. Sat Nam, may you align with your favorite version of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's your neck?
It's kind of in my back.
In your back,
you know,
okay.
I think it's all coming together. It's coming together the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
You know,